Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Payne. Welcome back to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. So Mavia just released news on how their new Airdrop Pioneer program is going to work. We have all been waiting a long time for this, so let's jump right in. So they talk about how the Airdrop Season 1 for their Pioneer program begins, and it's divided into multiple seasons spanning over time to continue to grow the Mavia player base and ecosystem. I really like how they did this. It's creating an incentive for new landowners to come in and a reason to obviously hold your land, because it's not just like one snapshot, there's your airdrop, that's it. This is something that's going to be continuing over time. So they can talk about how they will consist of different quests, basically tasks, and there's things that you'll be able to get rewarded with, such as Mavia tokens, Ruby, legendary items, Sapphire, and more. So obviously, I'm most interested in the Mavia token rewards. It's kind of like future airdrops, but all the other stuff is really cool too, right? Ruby's going to be able to help us mint legendary consumables, statues, land decorations, all that good stuff. And even Sapphire will be nice to help progress our base. So they do talk about how for Season 1 specifically, and I really like that they did this, it's for everyone who staked from Season 2, 3, and 4 with their prior staking platform. And Season 1 was for the gold statue NFT, if you guys remember that. And we kind of thought for a while maybe it was only going to be Season 2 and 3 because that's where Mavia match was, and they put out a vote to see if we wanted to basically take half as much of the match and just do it towards airdrop. The community mostly said yes, not everybody did, but it was, in favor of yes, but they also added in Season 4. So that means not only did we get all these power-ups from Season 4, we're now also getting some eligibility towards the airdrop, which is awesome. So now there's even more incentive to go get a land if you haven't yet, and actually the land prices have been pumping quite a bit since this announcement. I really like how they have this snapshot of this dashboard where it shows like Season 1, how many tokens, you can claim them, even has a little link to get land. It shows your Season 2, 3, 4 participation, and if you're holding, so it shows you all the criteria that needs to be met for it. And here's the big one. 2% of the Mavia token supply allocated to Season 1 of the Pioneer program. That's awesome. We all kind of expected this. This is what a lot of us in the community kind of came to the agreement on, is we thought it would be about 2%. However, there's going to be an additional 1% token supply reserved for sex exchange related airdrop activities for the Mavia token launch. So this actually means a total of 3% of the Mavia token supply will be used for airdrops during their TGE event. That's awesome. So just to kind of break it down a little bit more, the initial circulating supply will be 10%. That's 25 million of their 250 million token. Total airdrop allocation will make up 30% of the initial circulating supply, right? 3%, the 2% for land stakers and holders, and the 1% for the sex. This is awesome. A lot of us have been holding lands for years with essentially no return on investment whatsoever, but we believe in the project. That's why there's so many people holding. There's often less than 1% of the total supply even available on secondary. Just awesome to see something like this coming our way for, all of our patients. Also, they talk about how the official TGE date will be announced in the coming days. They didn't say coming weeks. They didn't say later this month. They said coming days. So I'm very curious to see when that is going to be and just how quickly we're going to get that information, right? They might announce it in a few days and say it's for January 20, whatever, or something like that, but at least we'll have that date. Also, they said that the portal will be live within the next few weeks, or in the next week rather, so very soon. And if you stake land during Season 2, 3, or 4, you'll be able to view your pending airdrop rewards via this portal, but not to worry, if you're a new holder and did not stake your land, you will still be eligible for an airdrop. The rewards will be calculated for holders closer to TGE, so keep an eye on the portal. Now, very important detail. You notice here, it says all airdrop tokens must be claimed within 14 days after TGE. Any tokens not claimed after this period will be returned to the treasury. This is very important. Now, I don't think anyone who has land, who've had land or been active in the community for a while is going to sleep on this. I can't see how you're going to miss the launch, but this is a very important detail that everyone needs to take note of. Maybe you plan on going on vacation around the launch. I wouldn't, but maybe you do. So obviously you want to make sure you do this. They'll also be making announcements in Discord to ensure all questions related to airdrop are answered. Actually, as soon as they announced this, I could see the whole team was just in there rapid firing, answering absolutely everybody. It was really nice to see. Also, they have a link directly here to OpenSea for secondary. And then the amount of airdrop you can earn depends on the rarity of land and the total amount of land NFTs held. So obviously common, getting the least, legendary getting the most. And of course, the more hit you have, the more airdrop you're getting. Then they talk about claiming. It's going to be very simple. All you do is connect your wallet. You can kind of see an example here. Claim now, view transaction, boom, it's done, right? Really easy. They also wanted to mention that you need to have ETH in your wallet to cover the gas, but they did the best that they could to make on smart contracts to optimize them to make the gas fees as low as possible. And then once you claim your tokens, boom, you've got them. Now, this is something I'm really interested in, future seasons. So they talk about the quests involving social engagement, gameplay, competitions, Ruby marketplace trading, and more, and how it aims to create long-term incentive mechanism to grow the Mavia community over the span of several years. Awesome. So what kind of things, right? We kind of got to tease at what those quests are going to be, and you can actually see here exactly. Download the game sync account, follow on Twitter, like and retweet, earn Ruby. You could see kind of the pioneer points. But one thing I'm very curious about on this is, let's say I have 10 lands. Am I going to earn more pioneer points in total because I own 10 lands, but only have to complete one quest? How exactly is that going to work? Is this kind of like a new Mavia Elite for landowners? Is Mavia Elite moving into this? Is there not going to be Mavia Elite anymore? I'm not too sure exactly how that's going to work. Maybe it's going to be something completely separate. So this is just really awesome to see. I like how they did this. I do think it's going to create a lot of long-term intrinsic value in the lands and give more reason for people to kind of come in even after the fact. And that's basically what they're talking about here. Same thing. You can get Ruby, NFTs, Sapphires, consumables, and in special cases, the token. And there will be additional rewards and benefits for landowners in the future. So new landowners can be happy to know that they're going to be providing additional incentives through all airdrop seasons for owning land. So that means there's more than just what we're seeing with this Pioneer program. They plan on adding more value to the lands. That's huge. So I just wanted to cover this with you guys quickly. This is obviously really important news. We've all been waiting for this. We're all super stoked. And let's just wait and see when that TGE announcement is here. So thanks so much for being subscribed to the channel. It really helps us out. And also I appreciate everyone who smashed that like button. We'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.